Samantha Ethington, and I want to talk about why I love riding my bike. I've loved riding my bike since I was really little. I used to ride it to school, to piano lessons, to my friend's house. Pretty much anywhere I could get on my bike, I would go. But I didn't really love biking. I mean, I loved it, but my love for biking didn't really start until I was probably 12 years old. One day I asked my dad, I said, "Dad, where do you go every Saturday morning?" And he told me about his bike rides and about the MS 150, which is a bike ride from Houston to Austin, where you raise money for people with MS. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. And so I kind of was like, hey, I want to do that. And so then the next year, when I turned 12 and I was old enough to do it, he was like, hey, you want to do this with me, right? And so we got a tandem bike and I hopped on, well, I didn't hop on the back, but you know, I got on the back and we rode and we did a lot of training rides, and I loved it. And it was so much fun to go out and ride with my dad every Saturday. It was just awesome. And then, so fast forward a couple years, and my little brother turned 12 and he started riding with us, and so I got my own bike and I was like super excited. And so our very first ride that we did when I was on my own bike, there were these super steep hills, and so we get to the first hill. We've only ridden, less than a mile, and I kind of freaked out. I got really scared, and so I was riding down the hill and I lost control because I was super nervous, and so I was trembling, and so my bike went off the road and it went into the grass, and I almost ran into a barbed wire fence, but I didn't, so that was good. And it was really scary, but I got over it. And then the rest of the ride I was like, that hill was really hard for me, but now I've got it. And it just left me with such a big feeling of accomplishment, to have done something that scared me. And so I would say there's 5 main reasons, I guess, why I love biking. And the first one is that it leaves me with a sense of accomplishment. It's not the easiest thing in the world. I don't just hop on my bike and ride and ride. It's hard. It's hot outside and the hills are hard, but when you finish, you have such a sense of accomplishment, you've done something hard. And especially with the MS 150, you've done something hard and you've done it for somebody else to help them. So the second reason I love biking is it's just so relaxing, It's just a great time to really just to be out in nature and to kind of think about your life and just, enjoy the beauty that surrounds you and just really relax. Which brings me to the third reason that I love biking, and that's it's beautiful. Just going outside, and especially in the March and April when it's really nice outside in Texas, it's just beautiful outside. There's the wildflowers, and it's really wonderful. The other reason I love biking is that it's something that I do with my family. We all, right now, so this past year, it was me and my dad, and then 3 of my brothers and my aunt, and we all rode the MS 150 together. And it was so much fun just to spend time with them and to, do something we all love together. So the 5th reason that I really just love biking is that I feel like it's a huge part of who I am as a person. I've been biking for 8 years almost, and it's really shaped me and who I've become, and it's really just made me happier. This past year was my 7th year riding the MS 150, and once you turn 18, you can actually become a ride marshal. So I did the training course and I became a ride marshal, and so that's just kind of you learn how to change tires and help people, and if there's an accident, you know what to do. You can direct the bikers' traffic, so nobody's crashing into the people that have already crashed. And that was a lot of fun too. So I've had a lot of experience, I guess, biking, and I just love it. Essentially, biking is the best, and anyone